This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Minnesota Timberwolves, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Celtics. The NBA postseason, coming up next.
The NBA playoffs continue. Just 2 teams remain, and they are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The guard pair. It's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Vucevic. And it's Daniels in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Reed in at the center, filling out the middle. Taking a look at Boston. Now they win game 1. Do you think they can keep the momentum going?
Well, if they can keep it going and win game 2, this series may be all but over. When you're heading home with a 2-0 lead, your confidence is through the roof.
Well, Vucevic has got a number of moves he can go to. So comfortable this close to the cup.
Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Takes a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I asked about the coach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks you throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. And finished off by Brown.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
White, good.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Edwards inside. Brown on him. Randall no good. For Boston, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
DiVincenzo against White. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Vucevic the pass to Tatum. From outside the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Second is Jason Tatum.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Here's DiVincenzo. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Mr. Springy athlete, Dante DiVincenzo's got some hops.
Oh, Vucevic in position up high to stop the alley-oop.
There's a chemistry that Vucevic has with his guys. The alley and the oop.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Drills it from outside. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far. And here's Tatum for three. It's good from long range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 made are from beyond the arc.
Right back at you, says Dante DiVincenzo. Anything you can do, I can do better.
And again, Boston with the triple.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Pass to DiVincenzo. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first three. And here's Vucevic. Nice ball movement by Boston. The three. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. 15 points in the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. 1:04 left in the first.
Get out of the way. Now's Reed on the deck to the cup. Oh, my goodness.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Now here's Tatum. He's got 15. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
And the basket by Tatum.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
What you love about Joe Ingles is he's going to give you a little bit of everything. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and he can guard. Whatever you need, he's going to bring it.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And again, Boston with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Shot from the wing. That's good by Shannon.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
This one for three. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Conley out there with Dosunmu. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Timberwolves trail by 20. Randall from outside. Randall can't get that one to fall. And here's Brown outside. That's puts in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Jacks up a 3. And Julius Randle, good for 3. Randle's got 6 in the quarter.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Conley, the pass to Shannon, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Conley is like a second coach on the floor. His guys are open. I promise you he'll get him the ball.
Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Lopez, a screen on Randle. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is all you have to do with Brook Lopez. Exceptional at completing lobs thrown his way. Long arms, easy job.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Brown's shot is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it. One
thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. And this group executing a postseason story that's truly remarkable. 13 wins in a row. They've swept 3 teams and now have a 1-game advantage in the NBA Finals.
And they clearly have the momentum, right? And this is where you want to peak. When you go this long without losing, that builds even more confidence. And I'll tell you what, this game tonight is a critical one. If they win again and go up 2-0, they just might be paving their way to that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Here's Randle. That one doesn't go. Good D by McCollum.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Stolen. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. A nice shot by Tatum.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Minnesota calls timeout. Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Randle. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Boston, Vucevic checked in for Lopez. Tyson Daniels comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's White in for Pritchard.
Man, Naz Reid not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Pass to White from past the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Edwards gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Tatum passes to Vucevic. Now here's Tatum. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 8th assist here tonight. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And they pick up 2.
I guess Rudy Gobert right where he wanted to be. He touches the ball and rises and fires.
And again, Boston with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And the shot goes in. Gobert has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. Here's Tatum. Plays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 44.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes him and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Celtics opening up a huge gap. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, first off, they're getting worked on the glass. Maybe I need to go down there and show them how to establish position.
Uh-oh, Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding in session. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. And that is it for half.
Glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. Tyson Daniels is out there with Tatum, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Daniels sets a screen for Tatum. He's looking for Daniels and finds him.
You do not want to give up passing lanes off the screen. How about Jason Tatum with a decisive look there?
Now DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. Out to Edwards. Misses the 3. And it's the Celtics ball. Vucevic a screen on DiVincenzo. Tatum finds Vucevic. Fires for 3. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Vucevic. Tatum's got 47 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Up top, DiVincenzo. No good from 11 feet.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Oh, he's been a man on a mission, and there's nothing that's slowing him down.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's White. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 14 points for Derek White.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
And the basket by Edwards.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
And here is Tatum. Non-stop scoring machine here.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Reed in the post. Vucevic defending. Reed gets the bucket.
Well, the high percentage opportunity. Now is Reed on the inside.
And Tatum puts up a deep three. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And then Randall slams it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. The three from Tatum. Good, another from three.
Unbelievable shooting, and he continues to climb the all-time leaderboards for threes made in a playoff game.
Offensive fireworks from long range. So fun to watch. Putting on a show on the big stage.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And here's Tatum for three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
All night. He just won't let up.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. The deep three from Tate. And again for three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Boston dictating the flow. Puts up a deep three. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 12 points here in the second half.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
And Tatum puts up a deep connect. Again from distance.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied. Good. Another from three.
When he gets it going from long range, it is a scary sight for the opposition. And he surpassed his own record for triples made in a playoff game.
A new record. He is in first place with those threes. Wow. Just seems like every time that ball leaves his fingertips, you expect it to go in. He is as good as it gets. 17 seconds left in the third. Lopez a screen. Pass to Walsh. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Substitution on court.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. Timeout called the Celtics. Out to the wing. 4 seconds left. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Walsh has got his second bucket of the night.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been...
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. He'll get you back to the action after...
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Celtics. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
It's been an uneven start to these NBA Finals with the series at 2-0. Now, Game 3, and a chance for either team to dictate the path forward. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for Boston, White and Brown team up as the backcourt. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Daniels in at the 3. Taking a look at Minnesota, desperate for some traction in this series. Their home court advantage is lost. At this point, they just need a win.
And if not, I think we're talking.
Sweep. How the mighty have fallen. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's not over yet.
Good. The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard is going to light up.
Offensive rebound. The 3-ball. Rebounded by Daniels.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
From the baseline. And there's White. That's good on the assist from Brown.
White, one of the things you like, he plays within himself. Never forces things offensively.
Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
There's Tatum with the 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
McDaniels picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. We played just over a minute here in the first. There's Tatum with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Guys?
Allie, thank you. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. The kick out to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
Boston on offense. They've scored 10 straight. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. White with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Here's Daniels. No good from outside. Here's McDaniels. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Here's Daniels. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Out to DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Well, you know, that last 3 got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
A nice shot by Tatum.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
So it's Boston now, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. There's Tatum with the three. He's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I'll tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So Boston ends up going with a new group. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. Number 1, Jason Tatum. Second is Rudy Gobert.
They've been both taking great shots. That's the efficiency you want in the postseason.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lets the three fly. And McCollum, good for 3.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Dosunmu goes in and out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Anderson's checked in for Ingles. Boston leading by 13. McCollum finds Batum, fires for 3, and the Celtics another 3.
Lackluster defense. Showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Temple's checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for McCollum. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Phillips is checked in for Anderson. Here's Dosunmu. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Tatum way outside. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And Minnesota making a change here. Randall is checked in.
Number 30,
There's Tatum with the 3. It goes again. And his 6th basket in 7 tries.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Let's go with a 3. And again. Boston with the triple.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Long range from the inbound. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Here in the first quarter, they have struggled with turnovers.
Well, that's a big reason for the deficit, Greg. I mean, they've had trouble squeezing the orange.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Temple. Tatum from long range. And again. Boston with the triple.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Staggering amount of turnovers. This coaching staff cannot be happy.
Not at all, guys. I mean, All these mistakes and miscues have really hamstrung their effort.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Hey, it's obvious when you're down, you can't afford to make mistakes, and he's made a few of them tonight.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. He drops it from range.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Good work there as it goes.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Tatum, good.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
And so it's Boston holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Jason Tatum out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's the Boston Five. Here's Dosunmu. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dosunmu's gotten his second bucket on the night.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Dosunmu goes in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. And their historic playoff run could continue here tonight. 14 wins so far. Can they make it 15 and stay undefeated in the postseason?
I gotta say, I think they can. The way they've been sweeping teams out of their way, they're more like janitors than basketball stars. Just an incredible run so far, and it's hard to imagine it coming to an end now.
The 3, Conley.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to squat down that attempt.
Clark is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Number 22.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
Shannon's checked in for Clark. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Randall against Tatum. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Tatum, good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Dosunmu for 3. The rebound by Simmons. The Celtics have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Good! Another from 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
To the wing, right side. Jacks up a 3. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And Boston with some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And it's White in for Pritchard. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Shannon. From deep, Conley. The rebound, Celtics. And here the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Isumu, left side, launches a three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
White, good.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And here's Edwards outside. Tatum pulls it in.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
White for three, and the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Isumu can't hit.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Kick out to Brown. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Brown's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
Conley looking for an opening. And here's Edwards outside. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 5.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the free ball.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
White with a steal. Here's Tatum. Banked it in off the glass. Tatum's got 42 in the game.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
And stolen by Brown. And finished off by Tatum.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer. That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Tatum from long range, and the three-pointer goes. Tatum's got 47 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
There's the three. And another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And here's Edwards. Over to the wing. Here's Conley. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. More 2K action in just a moment.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Boston Celtics.
It's classic Showtime. The way they're running the break looks like the 1980s of the Lakers.
And this score reminds you of seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Their chance in this final series starting to slip away. And that's a wrap on.
And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the court for the Timberwolves, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Tatum passes to Daniels. Puts up a deep 3. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got assist number 8 now on the night. And for Minnesota, they're shooting only 42%. The 3, DiVincenzo. Hauled in by Brown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Edwards can't hit.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to White. Beyond the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Randall. And again, unable to change momentum here. Daniels finds Tatum. Here's White. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Edwards for 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. McDaniels with the rebound.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
The 3, DiVincenzo buries it from 3. DiVincenzo's got 9.
And DiVincenzo able to stretch the floor, spread the defense out, especially with how accurate he is from deep.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
Capable of finishing off those alley-oops. Throw it in Vucevic's area, and he's going to go get it for you.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Edwards outside. He's off on that one.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
And the basket by Brown.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Edwards for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
After 1-3 in the first half, there's his 2nd right there.
Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Here's McDaniels, and it's cleared by Vucevic.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Tatum, good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Minnesota has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels from long range. Boston pulls it in. And 1:01 left in the 3rd. Here's Tatum, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Vucevic. Walsh comes in for Daniels. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Derek White. Dosunmu for three. Rebounded by Lopez.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Inside. Right side Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum passes to McCollum. Shoots over Ingles. Shot's good by McCollum. 8 points for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, McCollum, he can find shots in the mid-range. That's part of his versatility.
Here's Shannon. And the layup is good off the glass.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
To the middle. Here's Walsh. And he goes in for the dunk.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves have their backs against the wall, down 3 games to none. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Boston Celtics. This is the NBA Playoffs, and it's up next.
We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. You look at Minnesota, undergoing possibly the worst finals collapse we've ever seen. Greg, is there anything they can do to turn this thing around?
Well, Kevin, if we're being real, probably not. But if they're to have any chance, they can't worry about what might have been. They need to find something that works tonight and take this thing one game at a time.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Out of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, every season Randall works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league.
Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The three. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of back.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Lets it go with the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's DiVincenzo. It's a 9-point spread. They need this. And Julius Randle with the 3. Randle's got 6 points.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to White. Tatum on the wing. He's defended by Randle. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Kevin?
Thank you, Allie.
After setting a strong screen, the ball goes to Vucevic, and he makes a play.
Here's White. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Low. He's checked in for the Celtics. Minnesota also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And it's Dosunmu in for Julius Randle. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Dyson Daniel. Minnesota also with the sub. Shannon's checked in. Count the basket.
Well, look at Gobert keeping his options open. That was a smart pass.
Pass to Lopez. Uncovered. And another basket for Boston.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Dosunmu finds Gobert and finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is...
Timberwolves trail by 6, and so in the game for the Timberwolves. The big men on the floor for him, Randle and Gobert. Conley out there with Dosunmu. And it's Edwards in at the 3, the small forward. Pritchard way outside. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game. Conley left side. Edwards just makes it look simple inside.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Lopez. Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
they've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Timberwolves trail by 8, tipped away. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Boston making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Lopez. Tyson Daniels comes in for McCollum, and it's Whiten for Pritchard. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Randall against Tatum. Now Vucevic outside Brown. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Edwards. Missed on the 3. Celtics leading by 11. Tatum fires. Here's White. Another shot. Got it to go.
Yeah, no question. Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Daniels pulls it down. Tatum with it. McDaniels picks him up. It's stolen by Randall. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniel. It's good.
Look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initially.
What a jam! Tatum doing it with style.
Wow, what a slam. Tatum not messing around right there.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T. It's off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jaylen Brown, and there's the 3.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Celtics.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And they're going to win the title in the most emphatic way possible with a clean sweep in the finals.
And guys, once they got them down 3-0, it could... taste that championship. There just was no way they were letting them off the hook. They came out with a little something extra and just made sure that we were going to see a trophy presentation here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now McDaniel. White pulls it down. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Stolen by McDaniels. And the Boston Celtics have done it. They are now the NBA champions. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Hornets understand this is only the beginning. A long road lies ahead. They start out the series on hostile ground as they square off against the Celtics. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
It's time to kick off the postseason. Round 1, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference. Playoffs, and you can just feel the. Taking a look at Boston, they come in with home court advantage, but I don't think many people expect them to skate right through.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if this series isn't hard fought. Right away, they're going to have to get into the take no prisoners mindset that you need in the playoffs.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Williams, then it's Kniffel, and it's Salon in at the 4. To the paint. Hook loose. Throws it up high.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Miller with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. It's Miller with a drive, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
To the inside, and Siakam with the slam.
Yeah, going up and finishing. Tremendous display of athleticism by Siakam.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 4-point game.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Down low. And Ball throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Siakam's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Ball. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Takes a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball. Boston on offense. They're on a 13-4 run. Siakam for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Bridges, he's checked in for Salon. And here's Charlotte now. Down by 12. Shoots. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
With his size and quickness, Ball's pull-up is unstoppable.
Siakam outside. And it's off from 3-point range. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Siakam for 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. He had been watching highlights of the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, "You just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere." We'll see how prepared they are tonight. BA, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. From beyond the arc, and then some. Siakam's got 16 points now.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
James is checked in for Charlotte. And it's Ball off the drive. Over to the left wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Celtics lead by 14. Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Boston.
Now into the lineup for Boston. Number 20, Michael Porter Jr.
1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to James. And the shot falls short that time. Boston's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. And the Celtics another three.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Hornets trail by 17. Ball passes to Bridges. Looking to end the run. Fires it. Charlotte again missing.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Nice ball movement by Boston. For three. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Williams' shot is good.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Porter. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Boston out in front, running away with this one. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting... out in transition and taking advantage.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
We've got Shake Milton, Michael Porter out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Lets it go from deep. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 20. The three, Smith. Porter pulls it in. And here's Siakam for three. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Siakam's got 19 points. Pass to James. Bridges outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Charlotte making a change here. Salon's checked in. Back to Bridges from behind the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Knipples checked in for James. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Knippel. No made baskets yet. Here's Diabate. Got a hand on it.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact on D. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Salon. And a miss there off the inbound.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The three is up. And he buries his first look.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Hornets, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Then it's Rob Williams. Then it's Knippel. And it's Salon in at the 4 spot. And for the Celtics, OG Anunoby is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Powell. Then it's Sabonis taking a look at Boston. Well, they started off with a Game 1 win. Now they need to get another one here to keep the home court advantage.
And even with that win in Game 1, they can't take their foot off the proverbial pedal, right? As good as they were last game, they'll need to be better tonight to avoid a letdown.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. So on, no good. Sabonis, the jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
That in-between game, that mid-range jumper is sweet by Sabonis.
Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Drains it from beyond the arc.
LaMelo Ball said, I see your triple and I raise you one of my own.
Shoots the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Fires from way outside. It's a hand on it. Pass to Williams. Here's Salon. Deep two from Ball. Gets an open look and hits. Ball's got 5 points so far.
LaMelo Ball shot ready, always.
Give no time at all on that one.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a three-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision, and we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Sabonis, and again it's Boston converted.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Ball with a wide open look. They get it back. Van Apple wide open and he fires. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Oh, Anunoby in position. No good. Hornets trail by 6. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Inside, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game in. They didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. James comes in for Miller.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
And Williams throws it down.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Powell. Anunoby's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics. Ball kicks to Bridges. Kicks it out to James. To the middle. A second chance effort. Powell pulls it in. Celtics leading by 6. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
There's the three. Good on the triple. He has 6.
12. straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
James outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Sabonis kicks to Powell. Beyond the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball movement.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Nurkic checked in for Sabonis. Pascal Siakam comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Shake Milton in for Powell. And so here's Charlotte. It's a 13-point game. Outside, Ball. Nurkic with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Charlotte making a switch here. It's Powell on the wing. Fires the three. Traps in the tray. Powell's got 6.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Boston. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Siakam is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. That's the Boston 5. Hornets trail by 16. Here's Miller. Siakam pulls it in. Boston with the ball. It's Porter outside. Connects from three-point range. He has 6.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Miller, no up.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the three ball is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
To halt the run. For 3, Bridges tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ball. 8 points for him. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here's Ball. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Ball's got 11.
I'll tell you, from the moment he entered this league, LaMelo Ball has been a high-volume three-point shooter.
And again, Boston with the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Miller outside. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Tries again. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got his first 2 points.
Well, this is a big part of his game, creating offense for his team off the glass.
Siakam, that's good.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
For the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Boston. Knipples checked in for the Hornets. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. From 11 feet away, ball no good. Celtics on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Out to the right wing. Siakam for three. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
Three-pointer buries the long-range jumper. Siakam's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
There's Ball with the three. Charlotte no good that time either. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Anunoby, good.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
1:33 left now here in the second. Pass to Kneppel. Nice move. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Miller outside. Boston grabs the miss. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defense.
First round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Charlotte Hornets with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Celtics. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are set for Game 3 in this Eastern Conference Round 1 contest. It's been a lopsided 2-0 series, but that might change tonight. In this game, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And the starting group. For the Celtics, we've got Pascal Siakam. He's out there with Domantas Sabonis. OG Anunoby out there with Powell. And for Charlotte, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Then it's Williams. Then it's Kneppel. And it's Salon in at the 4. Anunoby for 3. Taking a look at Charlotte. After suffering 2 losses to start this series, this game is unquestionably a must-win.
Yeah, going down 0-3 in the first round is not an option for them. Period. If they have any hopes of this postseason, a win tonight is essential.
The 3 from Ball. There's the block. Powell finds Anunoby. Wing shot on the way. That one falls. Anunoby's got 5 now.
starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
That one is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Offensive rebound. Miller outside from deep. Doesn't go that time.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Ananobi for 3. Connects from downtown. Give him 8.
Nice job of setting himself up for that shot right there. Ananobi knocking down the 3.
To end the run. Powell pulls it in.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Here's Knippel. He's covered by Siakam. And Miller the bucket on the assist from Knippel.
A huge sigh of relief. 1 for 5 now. See if they can keep it going.
And here's Siakam for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Knippel with a bucket.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Siakam for 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Sabonis, the pass to Siakam. Tap and fall. Nice feed from Sabonis. Siakam's got 8.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Driving in, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges is checked in.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
James is checked in for Charlotte. Boston making a switch here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. EA, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Well, you got to love how quick ball shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Man, showing some terrific range. 11 points in the game.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Puts up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around. Performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game. And Boston with some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And Williams is subbed in for Anunoby. Miller can't get it to go.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here. But he's battling, continuing to fight.
Milton finds Porter from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
To stop the run. No good, off the front rim.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
From downtown, perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Williams misses. To the paint. And here's the fast break. The three from ball. And Charlotte, another three. 5 ticks left in the first quarter of the game. Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Boston out in... And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Miller is out there with James. Then it's Miles Bridges, and it's Diabate in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And Shake Milton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Miller against Milton. He shoots.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Milton's got 4 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it. When he heard the whistle, he kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the Hornets. Making a change here. Salon's checked in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And the basket by Bridges.
Getting Bridges something within the rhythm of the offense, I think that's good strategy, and I like it.
Fires from deep. 2 shots. 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Diabate. No points yet. And the Hornets, another 3.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. LaMelo. Ball, he's checked in for James. Sabonis, he's checked in for Boston. Beal comes in for Milton. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Salon, no good.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about it.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Now here's Miller. Bridges misses.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
And Beal puts up a deep 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Just so special scoring the ball. Beal's got every shot in his arsenal, including that nice pull-up.
The 3 from Ball. Boston pulls it in. Pass to Beal. Picked by Sabonis. To the inside. And Sabonis slams it in.
Sabonis showing you right there. He's a sneaky athlete now, getting up top for that alley-oop.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Robbed. On the take. And that one is hammered home.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Knipples checked in for Charlotte.
Third team foul. Now in for Charlotte, number 7.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And Boston with some changes. Williams is checked in for Siakam. OG Anunoby comes in for Porter Jr. And Norman Powell subbed in for Bradley Beal. Now here's Ball. Give him 8. And Ball! Throws it down.
Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, Ball able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
Beal, he's checked in for Powell. 1:46 left in the first half. Three-pointer. Beal nails it from beyond the arc. Beal's got 6.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to...
Shootout. This team.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
That one goes in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Three-pointer, Bridges. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. He's got 9. Boston on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Anunoby for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Bridges. Charlotte, another 3.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Pass to Anunoby from outside the arc. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses that court. He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Diabate. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Diabate's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Anunoby for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's OG Anunoby making things happen for Boston. Knocking down 3 after 3. He's up to 7 three-pointers tonight. We'll be right back.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guys, in a good way.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in the energy level, the activity level. They've been a step ahead the whole way.
And looking at where the Hornets stand. Glad you could join us.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
First round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Charlotte Hornets have their backs against the wall, down 3-0. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Boston Celtics. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It's Game 4 of this Eastern Conference. Quarterfinal series, down 3-0. As you take a look at Charlotte, this has been a very difficult series for sure. They find themselves in a historically hopeless scenario, down 3-0.
Well, at least they are here at home. Maybe these fans can light a fire under them, and they can make something out of this series.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. They got Siakam, also Sabonis out there. Norman Powell is out there with Anunoby. Hands it from downtown.
Rising fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Back to ball. And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Wasted no time on that one. Siakam's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Boston. Here's Ball with the three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Taken away by Williams. Pass to Kneppel. He's looking for Williams and finds him.
Two emphatic points from Robert Williams.
Celtics have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Siakam for three. And again, it's Boston with the three.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Ball, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Pass to Bridges. And Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Anunoby, good.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Knipple with the bucket.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Anunoby, good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And it's Miller in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Back to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Good on the three-point shots. Anunoby's got 12 in the game.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And here's Miller outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter at the mark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Down by 12. They need to bounce back from Wednesday's loss.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Drains the three-pointer. Siakam's got 20.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. We see a few of those go through the net. It becomes contagious.
2 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And Siakam throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Anunoby with the screen for Siakam. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's finished off inside by Anunoby. He's got 14.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Celtics. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint. Finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Smith is out there with Miller. And it's Salon in at the small forward position. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. And Salon gets it to go.
Yes. Going off that. Ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Siakam, a screen on Smith. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, nice timing on the alley-oop. This is the chemistry Siakam has with his teammates.
Hornets trail by 14. And we played through the first minute here in the second. To the paint. Here's DeLong.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. James comes in for Smith. Celtics leading by 12. For three, Siakam. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there. Now, here is Miller. 6 points for him. Pass to James. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
For three, Siakam. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
And the dunk by James.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
The fader. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Knipples checked in for the Hornets. LaMelo Ball comes in for James. Ball with a wide-open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got his third bucket of the night.
The corner is not a problem for Ball. He's confident he can make that.
Siakam finds Nurkic. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his fifth assist in this one. There's Ball with the three. And it's the Hornets another three.
Well, things have changed for him this quarter. It's starting to go his way.
Siakam for three. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 12. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. James checked in for the Hornets.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Bridges.
2 minutes.
Not going to go that time. Nice D from Porter. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Ball. Unloads. Knipple with the rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Siakam, good.
He's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. At one point, they led by 16.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Got that one up quick. Ball's got 13 points.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Miller comes in for James. And a change for the Celtics. Powell's checked in. Drills the three-pointer.
looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And he can carry a team. We've seen it from Ball before, and we're seeing it again.
Here's the triple. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 14. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. No good on the three. Charlotte is gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Sinks the triple. He's got 18.
He's found something here in this second quarter. This is when you want to keep feeding him.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Celtics lead by 14.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Right back after this break.
Yeah, they are letting it fly. We need an air traffic controller out there.
I'll grab the cones and vests out of the supply closet. Check. The extra batteries are at... And looking at where the... And that's all for us. Now it's time to send...
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
On the court right now for the Celtics. We've got Anunoby. Siakam is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Powell. There's Ball with the three. And again for three.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Siakam's got his 7th assist here tonight. Hornets trail by 14. Powell with the steal. Oh, Anunoby in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, Anunoby's number has been called often in this one, and he's made the most of it.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Williams throws it down.
Well, a well-aimed pass sets Williams up for success so that he can just power it back.
And Siakam has it in the corner. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Just good fundamental basketball from LaMelo. Sticking with his selection and forcing the defense there into a bad spot.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee.
the Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Cleveland Cavaliers earned their bid into round 2 after a hard-fought 6-game series. Now, the stakes are greater, the challenge that much tougher as they prepare to do battle against the Celtics. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semis. Everything gets turned up a notch. Let's get to it here on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. Domantas Sabonis out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Powell. And for Cleveland, Dean Wade is out there with Jared Allen. Then it's James Harden. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at small forward. You take a look at the Celtics. They're coming off a sweep in round 1. So I don't think being the lower seed here will bother them one bit.
Yeah, not in the least. The way they performed in the postseason, I'm sure there isn't a team or an arena in the league that worries them right now.
Anunoby for 3. Hits it. Three-pointer.
Yeah, Anunoby likes that corner angle. He's very comfortable from there.
The shot by Tyson, no good. 4-3, and Anunoby. Gets it to go on the assist by Siakam. Anunoby's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Harden. After the basket by Boston. Wade, that's good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And here's Siakam for 3. Nails it from 3. Siakam's got his second basket of the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Wait. That's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Siakam. 5 points in the game. And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Now here's Harden. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
When I say almost nobody does it better, I basically mean nobody does it better than Harden. He is so talented at getting contact.
And he nails the third. The Celtics have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He has 6.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Second is Demonis Sabonis. OG Anunoby third.
They've been both taking great shots. That's the efficiency you want in the postseason. And I just love the energy they've showed on the defensive side of the ball, especially inside where they're putting up some major resistance.
And out of bounds, the Cavs will take it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Wow, it's good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And Harden's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 14-point game. And he lobs it up.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Harden from outside. And Anunoby pulls it down.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Wow, it's good.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look. For Cleveland, Strus, he's checked in for Tyson, and Spencer's subbed in for Harden. Mitchell misses. Celtics lead by 18. Lays it up and banks it in.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. On target from range.
There is no quit in Donovan Mitchell and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw is good from Mitchell. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And they're running. Here's Spencer. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
The game of Mitchell is more about putting up points, but Donovan can dish too.
And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. They get it again. Pass to Spencer. Takes the three. He buries it from 3. Spencer's got 5 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Nurkic shot is good.
At 7 feet, getting in Nurkic's way this close is hard to do.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Strus. Here's Spencer. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Celtics lead by 10. Pass to Williams. 16 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim. But it sinks right in.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And so it's Boston now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Shake Milton, Pascal Siakam out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Michael Porter.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
And here's Strus outside. Hits the trifecta. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a look they always want him to take. If he's got space, he's got the ultra green light.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Pass to Strus. This one for 3. Drains the triple. Strus has got his second basket of the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The Cavaliers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Boston making a switch here. Herter's checked in. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
From deep, Strus gets the 3 to fall. Strus has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And here's Porter outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, we're seeing the competitive spirit of Porter Jr. as he responds with the 3 of his own.
3-pointer. And there's Strus, that one's good. On the assist by Mitchell. Strus has got 12 points in the game. So it's Boston now. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
An imposing screener. Nurkic using all of his frame to create space.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 14. Here's Harden. And scores off the crossover.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Nurkic throws it down.
Nurkic not holding back at all on that finish.
And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Harden against Herter. And it's Harden penetrating, up and in on the layup. Harden's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's not going to beat you with speed. Harden uses his footwork and his strength to create separation on his way to the rim.
Back to Siakam. The 3 is up. Off the mark, making him 5 for 6 now. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Fires the 3. Misses again. 2 for 8 in this matchup.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Yeah, certain nights, Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Here's Wade. He has 6. Here's Tyson. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Boston leading by 15. A deep 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Here's Tyson. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Tyson's got his first points in this one.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And down Down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Nice feed from Mitchell. This is how you get your teammates going.
Herter from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. Herter's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Cavaliers trail by 20. Three-pointer, Harden. Knocks down the long K.
Taking control of the tempo. Harden won't let the other team turn their last three into a run.
He rifled that one in from distance. Herter's got 6 in the quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Celtics lead by 20. Oh, it's stolen. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Fires the three. James Harden, and that's good. Harden's got 12.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Out to the right wing. Siakam finds Porter. The three. And the Celtics another three.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for the Celtics. Clicking from deep. 4 threes made in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Boston Celtics.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. In good position. Glad you could join us.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The Cavaliers trail by 20. We've got Jared Allen, James Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Dean Wade, and it's Tyson in at the three. And that's the group for Kenny Atkinson as we begin the second half.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Boston again with the bucket.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Norman Powell, number 1. OG Anunoby, second.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
Talk about a high percentage look. Allen right at the rim.
Boston leading by 20. And here's Siakam for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Wade. To the middle. Here's Tyson. Rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Now a timeout. Here's Powell. Defended by Harden. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Williams is checked in for Powell. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, Neil Ford. Guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. On the floor for Boston, Pascal Siakam out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Grant Williams.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Yeah, the former dunk contest champ, Donovan Mitchell, showing off his bounce.
Siakam. The inside look is good for the big man, Pascal Siakam.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Rejected by Sabonis.
Nice defense there from Sabonis, getting his timing just right to come up with the block.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster.
Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semis. The Cavaliers, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Celtics. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on 2K. Sports Game 2. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Sabonis is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Norman Powell. And for Cleveland, Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. Wade out there with Jared Allen. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. Taking a look at Boston. If they can repeat their victory, Greg, in Game 1 here tonight, they'll be sitting pretty in this series.
No doubt. If they go up 2-0 with 3 home games still to come, I'd say I'd like their chances. I mean, this is a shot for them to kind of land a knockout punch, if you will. They can't miss the opportunity to take control of this series.
It's right there before.
Number 30, AJ. Number 30.
Mitchell looking it over. Back to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
Here's Siakam. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
To the inside. Here.
Jared Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Now, here's Siakam. Hits it from three-point range. Siakam's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
So it's Boston now, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Lets the three fly, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
Harden kicks to Strus. Out to Wade. From deep. Powell pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Now, here is Harden. Powell with the steal. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Knocks down the 3-ball. He has 6.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Powell with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Great communication on the alley-oop.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Wade slams it in.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
Oh, Anunoby in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, my. How high does OG Anunoby get to finish that pass? Wow.
Wade outside. Here's the 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Here's Boston now. They're on a 20-6 run. 2 points. That one goes. And that's 12 points for Siakam.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And that one drops for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The 3 from Harden. Rebound Boston. And this group looking so confident here in the postseason. Just cruising so far. Going 5 games straight. Undefeated.
And this is a team that isn't just looking at going deep in the playoffs. They want the ultimate reward that only comes after 16 wins. The way they are playing right now, they are clearly in contention to go all the way.
Porter's checked in for Anunoby. Here's Tyson. Oh, good with the triple. And so Powell will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They won their last game Monday night.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Tyson with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 14. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
What you love is a big man who understands the timing of a roll. Set the screen, get to the open spot. That is beautiful basketball.
Here's Tyson. Pass to Allen. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Great vision out to the perimeter. You know the spots on the floor where the release points are. That is beautifully done.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Siakam, good.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Hits the three-point bomb. Tyson's got 6. Celtics leading by 21. Launches a 3. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Powell.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
He takes it in. Count it. Good. Siakam's got 22 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
We've got Sharp, and it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Anunoby. And it's Sharp missing.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is, simply stated, been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the night here. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Cleveland.
Number 8, Dennis Schroeder.
Into the lane. Here's Tyson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Tyson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Such a smart decision by Schroeder there. Such a savvy veteran. Get to that kick-out pass. It's so valuable.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4. On the floor for Boston, they've got OG Anunoby. Sabonis is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Powell.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. The first free throw is good.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell is he's already proven that in the playoffs he is willing to be a go-to scorer. He's committed to improving his game. He's got to continue to work at the defensive end of the floor.
Showing throwing the move down low.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
From outside, and it's off.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got them right where you want them. Let it go. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team